Well, hello and welcome back to Elden Ring. I did the thing and respect and actually upgraded the Darkmoon Greatsword. Now, if you look on here, it's not as great as I thought it would be. Because if you compare this, so take note of the stats. It's only +8 because I don't have a +9 Somber Stone. And this was our last +8 Somber Stone too. So there's that to keep in mind. But if you compare this to the Meteoric Ore Blade, that still has a higher physical damage. And if you compare this to this, the scaling you get with the physical from Dex is higher on our Moonveil. Actually, 177, 61, 1. It's about the same then. Yeah, it's about the same damage than our Moonveil. So again, I'm not sure if this was worth it. I just did it because I figure you can always buy more materials later once you unlock them, which we still have not done from the bell-bearing hunters, and who knows where you get them, or mines perhaps. But that's where we are at, and possibly I will keep using the Meteoric and the Moonveil together, but for now I want to try the Darkmoon Greatsword, you know, for a change of pace. And when it comes to stats, you can see it on the side here. I took back a little bit of health. I took back our endurance too. I don't know if I decreased the strength. I think I did, and only with the hat we have some more. And I pumped it more into int. So while wearing this hat, we would have 38, which is the minimum for wearing the Darkmoon Greatsword. So that's it. Let's keep exploring and actually playing the game. So let's go this way. This is that ledge. I ended up there on the top of it. In case you are confused where we are in time and space. Most part this island seems very empty. Wonder if there are dungeons that are hidden in the sides of the walls or something. I see more crystal stuff. Okay, what's over this way though? Oh, you can double back. Let's do that then. I think I see... Yeah, there's a tower, I think. Maybe it's not a tower. The one that gives you a plus memory slot. You know, those riddle towers, the mage's towers. What's this message about? Still no dark. I don't really get what you mean. So this was really nothing? Seek dark. Ah, okay. I'm guessing you have to come here at night. Yeah, let's do that. Real quick. Maybe there's a grace there and it would be faster if we do it that way. I thought the first message was talking about Darkmoon or something. Also, as I said in the last episode, the feeling that with the Adula's Moonblade, the sword itself may be really useless. Because at the same time, you can just use the Moonblade. But on the other hand, you can also look at it that, well, not really. Only difference is that the Adula's Moonblade is just better, I think. Because it has a wider arc. It's way larger when you swing it. And it probably costs about the same amount of FP. Also, I don't know if I ever noticed this on other weapons, because I have not been really doing heavy attacks. But with this... Oh, never mind. I thought you slow down. I tested it earlier, and it seemed whenever I do the heavy, you slow down. But I think I just wasn't pressing space. What? Nothing. What do they mean? Maybe it has to be around midnight or the sky to be dark? Seek dark. This was probably the same person putting down the messages. What is it? It's just night. It doesn't say early night. He also says dark instead of night, so I'm not sure about that. Oh, I have to activate it first. And the good thing about having a greatsword is the stagger. Can't really see if it causes frost buildup by default. I should have attacked one of these wolves with my katana to compare them. If there are more of them, I will do so. Okay, let's see. 1, 2. This is not a good comparison. I also know we could put up the hat of Rani and just cross-dress as them or her, but I'm not sure if it actually strengthens this kind of magic that you have on your weaponry. Okay, it's kind of funny. Pack of snails. No, pack of wolves. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's switch back to the moon whale. Switch back to the meteoric. Can I still roll? No, I'm heavy. Why? Doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3. Oh, these are actually tough. So yeah, okay, the Moonblade is indeed stronger than the The moon well. Oh shit. And I do feel like it has more of a purpose. But there's the bleed on this. The double bleed if you use both of them. And the stagger on this. So that's something to keep in mind too. Wow. 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 Okay. Seems like a dog shit ability. Against opponents that are not human sized. Or smaller than your average human. Because if the lock-on can't properly lock on, like let's see. On a slope. Yeah, why is it not angled? That's so bad. I'm really disappointed by that. And now we spent all these mats and runes on this. And the larva tier to get this. Yeah, I feel like I made a bad choice. I don't know, let's roll with it for now. Don't wanna spec again for just the sake of not being satisfied. This I feel like, you know, it's like, I don't know, is there a thing called like buyer's bias? When you buy something and you feel obligated to use it? It's kind of like, imagine that you play an MMO and you are subscribed to it. It's sort of that FOMO feeling that, oh, I am paying for this, so if I'm paying for this, I must get most of my time out of World of Warcraft, because, well, it's mom's credit card, you know? If I don't do that, then it's a waste. That's why I don't like subscription-based services when it comes to like games, because I want to play a game when I want to play a game. Imagine if Elden Ring was subscription-based. I guess for me it wouldn't matter, because I have been playing this since it came out constantly every day for at least 4 hours each day. Where the hell are we? Okay, so that seemingly was just a woodland area of nothing. There's some weird crow. You know, I said this before, and I say it again, I really want to find Pickle Pea and Pamparam. I really hope they put the birds in and they are just hidden somewhere, maybe on the north, who knows. That was one of the best part, like, oh, can I trade this? Maybe I get a secret item. Could this be a dog? It's not a crab, it's a dog, of course. Don't do crab meta. But is this the same? Like the dog. Dog. Stoners roll? No. Okay, why am I just on foot? I keep thinking I will encounter something worthwhile and I could just horse my way around here. Oh. Oh, yeah, it is a riddle. May as well rest. Seek 3 great wise beasts. First of cliff, okay. Seek cliff and then visions of death, okay. East and then north. East and then north, okay. And then you say cliff. Oh, oh, it's a great turtle. It's a big one. It's not a turtle, it's a tortoise. Tortoise mortis. Oh, mistake, mistake, mistake! Saved. Because I think the can make you step over. What you doing, horse boy? Is it an invisible wall? Kind of. Around that pillar. Oh, this seems more like Rennie's actual place. It's the copy of Rennie's place. Like the big version of these towers. I wonder what we find in there. We also have to check back just in case at the very beginning. Not the very beginning. What am I saying? We have to check back at the original tower where we met Rennie. Okay. Why would you get up there? So east and then north. And they were like standing here. So east, probably it will be... Didn't one of them say it's on the cliff? Or was it referring to the one there? Probably. I assume it will be just in the middle of all these beasts. Or maybe the guy said it's on the cliff to the east. Also kind of think that the great swords are kind of boring to watch. Because the attack pattern is very similar all the time. Not that the katanas aren't. But with this I feel like I'm more of a face tank than a graceful warrior, you know? Okay. Whoa. Where are you? Where's the other one? Oh. So bad. I know I wasn't locking on, but The previous versions of this sword were, I think they were way faster when you do the ability. Maybe that is why they changed it. Because it could be abused, I guess. I seem to remember that you would just slash, like faster than this when you use the ability. And it's almost as fast as a katana, I think. The old versions of the Darkmoon blade. I think it also had the same name too. Like I know the dark moons are a thing, you know. So yeah, how can you even deny the connection with the Soul series and the Elden Ring if you have Darkmoon stuff? I guess, you know, you can still argue that it's an artistic representation or something. Oh, wait. Maybe it's very east, and we saw turtles near here, so maybe it wasn't even those woods, and maybe what that message was trying to say, that it's here. See, turtles. So I fought those wolves for nothing, perhaps? What do you mean you did not expect that? Oh, I guess you didn't expect no loot. Maybe that other guy is pointing out that the turtle is up. I don't know. I have a feeling they wouldn't put them so far away, but this zone is kind of like separate. It has its own boundaries, so wouldn't put that past them. Like this is too east now, I think. Oh, but turtles. Yeah, what if turtles... They probably indicate the presence of another turtle. Oh, it must be here. Oh, sorry. Just kidding. It's also not a turtle, it's tortoise. What the hell? What's wrong with you guys? Why? Weirdos. So it's not here. I don't get it. Now I can't even go back up. Do you kill them all? Why are there so many turtles here though? Here's what we are going to do. We are going to use a script stone. Where is it? Do we have any? Yes, we do. Script stone me? Oh, look at him trolling. He's playing. Invisible. Is it invisible? Surely the others have found it, so if someone found it, they will put messages down where it is. Ah, fuck, I really don't want to go around, but I also don't want to clear that forest again. In case it's there. Is it invisible on the side of this? That's not great. Oh, it still works. That's funny. Too long. Is it an invisible turtle on the side of this? The mist would have killed it if that was the case. Oh, fuck. How long am I going to search for this? I'm going to check back upstairs, and then if I can't find it, then I'm going to go back to the tower. And check the messages again. Look, there are so many turtles here. That's a skull. I guess I should not kill them. No, but the body stays, so never mind. Ah, oh. Is it like here? This is way too far. Yeah, that's the ledge that connects this to... Well, it doesn't connect it, but that was the ledge that I initially thought that you could come up on this place. And these are probably just more jumping messages. No, gorgeous view, which is not wrong, not wrong. You have to appreciate those because often you tend to just not look around, especially when you are recording. Shut up, dear. Ah, fuck me, let's go back. It's called Altar South. What kind of altar? Scriptstone still in effect? No, it is not. Shallona's Rise. Seek Evergall. Oh! Seek Edge. Yeah, we did that. Seek East and then Seek Cliff. Yeah, but which one? Try Night. Oh, is it only visible at night? Or maybe they are just saying that because they are easier to see at night. Oh, is that why the people wanted to set it dark and go there? Ah. Let's go from the middle one. I think it's shorter and we don't have to deal with the bullshit in the forest. What did this change? It removed my script. Time is night. Okay. It's probably there then. Maybe it's indeed only visible at night. I also notice I sometimes keep calling ever goal and sometimes I keep calling it jail. It's jail. I think it is always pronounced as jail. Because it really just the old English word for jail. I said this before. I think. I'm pretty sure it is. And you know how I know that? Because of Bloodborne. Not because I studied English exclusively since I was like 8 years old. Then why do you speak so bad? But fuck me, I'm playing. Give me a break. Friend ahead. Man, if I jump down here again, I can't see it. Like, you would expect to see it already if it was that clear that it's here. Why none of you have a good advice whether it's a bug? Huh? Is it? What's with these messages? These are completely different than what we had before. Should I look this up? But then why would the other guy say seek east, seek cliff? Maybe I should look this up. Oh man, I swear, when you are trying to do something, the useless messages are the most annoying. Okay, here's the thing then. I'm going to pause the recording and find out where do I find this damn turtle. And I will start the recording once I do. Okay, so I looked it up. I saw a video of a guy in very strange magic clothing, which I think kind of spoiled it. But either way, the turtle is supposed to be here. So yeah, this is seemingly a bug. But one advice I found is you go back here and you won't teleport. Just do not teleport. And someone said that you just read this book every time you find one. Actually, let me check if this respond to this one. So a lot of people say that it didn't work for them, but the guy in the video clearly has the turtle right there. So this one is already dead, right? I think it was here maybe. The other advice that they say to do is just go to the one in the Everjail. And that opened up the whole thing for them. Don't have time for this. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to come back here. I'm testing something. Oh wow, this place is just filled with them. Wonder if you get more magic when you defeat them. I see a turtle. I did not look up the position of this. Should I look it up? Oh, what the fuck? Are you supposed to jump attack it? Oh yeah, okay. So got that one. Now we can teleport. Because that's where we are going anyway. Oh, it opened. Well, it is clearly open, but... Wait. I hope you guys don't mind if I go back and check the other one. Let me pause the recording. Yeah, okay, so here we are, and it is not here, but the door is open anyway, so let's just ignore it and assume it is a bug. Maybe their fix was to this was just to do it like that. Just maybe they like hot fix something before, like I don't know. We did not have any patches recently, except the very first week, so we're not sure. But one of the latest patches, I think, had in the notes that it fixed certain NPC events. So maybe this was indeed their fix for it. Okay. Yeah, beautiful, all those bloodstains. But right. Ah, tranquil. I hate this helmet. We really do look like a neckbeard. Ranny's Darkmoon. Oh, a legendary spell. At least we got something that seems cool. 68. So I think this is our highest requirement spell right now. Legendary no, because the other one, the other Darkmoon is 70. Legendary sorcery associated with the Carrion Queen. Uses the caster as a vessel to incarnate a cold dark moon, then sends it floating towards foes. The dark moon dispels all sorcery that touches it, and temporarily reduces magic damage negation for those it strikes. This moon was encountered by a young Rani, led by the hand of her mother Renala. What she beheld was called dark and veiled in occult mystery. Huh, so good point, because when we fought Renala, her moon, when she went into the moon, when she uses her ability... Oh wait, actually I didn't really want to go down. Then she seemed to be invincible, right? She just goes into it in the second phase. So maybe when you use it, you are invincible for that brief amount of period. And that could be also useful. But I'm not so keen on acquiring it, because when seeing the moon, Renala's moon, it did not seem so useful. Okay, so no point in jumping on the roof. Well, let's go and let's teleport down. It's faster. Also, let me check if I indeed am recording. I am. Okay. Sorry. With all these poses, I cannot be sure. Now, let's try and deal with these Crystallians. I don't know if we need to use a strike weapon for this. We have a quite strong strike weapon. Maybe if we double up. Could we double up? Yes. With my toy weapon. Did I get off the horse way too early? Oh no! I'm going to rage quit. Why is it always you? This is the 5th wolf? Just saying, this is the 5th version of you? I don't know if I should switch back. I don't think I can do it by fighting it. Did I remove? No. Why am I heavy? I am not. Weird. Stay there. No. No. Wanna bubble up. 1, 2, 3. And then you get caught by them. Can you chill? Oh my god. I hate this so much. My own weapon. Ah. Fuck you, man. Fuck you again. No! I can't do that ever again. Can I? Maybe not. Beach. Bullshit. Bullshit fucking wolf. Oh, I hate this fucking enemy. Kinda wish they had more humanoids instead of this. Like, even that would be better, even if they are copy-pasted. I just hate, like, this guy's moveset. He's no chill. Like, and you know, it's not the difficulty with me, right? Because you saw me fight that assassin, which was fun, even though it was really hard, right? So I don't think I could use this. I don't know. Let's do Moonwell. Let's just go back to Moonwell and then this. I wanted to do something else, but what was it? Oh, I want to use this, the Moonblade. Yeah, maybe let's also try and cheese him with the special. Where the hell is the hole? Oh, here it is. Found the hole. I don't know if we should use the horse as well. I think it's better if we don't. Okay, when do you want me to cast that? Like, you need me to telegram that to you or what? Why am I heavy rolling? Why? What changed? Or maybe the pants. Oh, right, and I also, yeah, fuck me. I also remembered I reduced our endurance. Because with the 41 endurance, you could have wielded both of them, I think, both of the swords. I think the meteoric one is really heavy. Is there a better fire? No, because you cannot drop down safely there. I just hate this wolf. What will you do now, idiot? You can bug in here, I bet. Yep. Well, enjoy the smoke. Oh no, what? Are you leaving? Stupid. Are you going to bug out? Okay. Okay, bug out then. Yo, chill down with the spells, man. It's stuck. He's also doing that. Hello? Spam your abilities now, dickhead. It didn't even drop anything? Did it? Did I miss it? Ah. Once again, I apologize for getting so upset at that wolf, but... Wow. Regular smithing stone. 7. We got 7s and 8 of the regular ones. I hear a jingly. I feel like those wolves deserve their own rant videos. It's definitely my most hated enemy in this game. I think the other one that triggered me is the Dragon King fight in the road zone, but the only reason for that was the fact that it was in the road zone. Otherwise, it's okay. Once you learn how to like avoid his grab move, not the grab move like that, when he leans forward or drops forward move. Alright, now here we go with the crystallines. The reason I equipped my dildo weapon. The wind up on the flails is not great. Oh, no loot. Keep doing the special by accident. Damn, that's powerful. You can just hold this, right? Stop, please. Yeah, you can just hold this as long as you want. And it staggers. Holy, maybe that should be in my main hand. Anything over there, or is this just the same wood zone? The same zone. We got the spear guy. Oh, it's not infinite. It stops after a while. I think. Oh no, not the spear boy. Yeah, it has a finite summon. So of course you can repeat it. Oh, damn. Wrong. I keep doing the damn special by accident. Because I'm thinking that's how I use both of my hands, but it's not. Now let's see if they respawn. Maybe I will roll with the flares for a bit. After all, I've upgraded these to +8 as well. Very early on. Well, not very early on, but like, I don't know how many episodes ago that was. Are you back, you asshole? You back? No. Oh, okay, so they respawn. I don't know if that means there's no point to killing them. Because why would you want to fight these guys? Unless you kill them all and you get something. I don't know. Maybe I will just do that off camera. Don't really want to fight them now. They just respawn. And they weren't giving us anything much in runes as well when we killed them separately. Okay, be right back. Sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. Is there anything left to explore? I think we are done. We did this part. Yeah, we did that. Maybe over at the dragons there's still something? Kind of surprised there was no dungeon. Okay, let me just see this top part. That's really bright. And we were in these ruins already. Okay. I think that's about it. There's one thing I would like to check before we finally leave this place. There's a statue of Marika here. We've done this. This is the one with the invisible guys? Yes. Okay, I just wanted to check if there were any NPCs over here. Let me see. Is it nighttime, by the way? No, it's not. I want to check on the hand and the place before we leave one more time. Okay. Oh, by the way, I remember I said and possibly showed, but also you only caught a glimpse of this. That over here, this is a dungeon that we have not finished yet. That there was a magic sealed doorway, and I checked it. If the seal there was also broken, it was not. It says in a message that you still need a seal breaker or something to break that. So we have to go back and check the original Rennie's Rise, I think. I wanna see if anyone has new dialogue now that we are married. Oh. Oh, the cloak. Maybe I missed this before. A cloak of wrecked fur, worn about the exposed body of Margit, the Fellowman. Having slaughtered countless champions during the Shattering, the Fellowman has become a horror to those who harbor ambitions for the Earthry or for lordship. Let's buy it. Don't have any new remembrances. So let me see. This needs 60. So you may as get this. Yeah, because it. But it boosts full moon sorcery. The Darkmoon sorcery is not full moon, is it? I don't know. But the blade may be. I'm kind of considering getting it just to see if the moon is actually viable. Because the game, when Renola used it, it was shit.
You'll need to find the Grand Lift of Rook. Go if you would. The 2 fingers long.
Let's reach how all of them turned on the 2 fingers. When first it was like so important. So we could buy +4, +3. And we could buy... Well, I should say level. Level 4 smithing stones currently. Wait. I don't think that's correct. And +1 and +2 are here, okay. And a limited supply of those, but we don't have to worry about that. Wait, what about these? Creates an image of order, dealing holy damage to nearby foes. This incantation damage of those who live in death, and if held by this incantation cannot be revived. Huh. Oh, so it's good for undead. Litany of proper death. I guess. Wait, Selvis teaches you the comment shard. Okay, not the great one. So this was one thing I wanted to check. But another thing I did not check in a long time is Our Lady. Our Lady teacher. I just wanna check this, her other spot.
There you are. Shall we commence the lesson?
Nope. I don't really think we have to check on her here, but may as well do it. Is that the Witchbane Ruins, right? Is she? Yeah, I think so. Why is it not marked? Did I remove the mark? Wait, you can get in this? No. Oh, by the way, one more thing I forgot to mention. Is that I found a place where we found those shrubbery grapes that I was looking for. It's right at the backside of the castle. That's where we picked them up. And we met Irina's clone, or I don't know, relative over here once, that we already given her the shrubbery grapes here. Just wanted to say that. Okay, let's go back to the main spot. And also we still have one extra shrubbery grapes. So there should be at least one more location where she could spawn. And I told you last episode I was searching for that, but could not find it. Oh, I also discovered you can just drop down here without dying. Not much of a discovery, is it? Alright, so nothing changed. Wait, who's that? Or just another assassin? I will still check on Selvis's corpse. If we are here already. Nope. Alright. Now. I'm thinking if there is any other place I would like to visit. Nothing really comes to mind, so let's finally try and defeat that gargoyle that we set up to do 2 episodes ago. I figured I would do this first, just in case it would lead us to something different. Like maybe we would get introduced to NPC up on that platform or something, you know, and then by extension you would meet them later. Why is it so foggy? Was it always so foggy? I feel like it's like extra foggy. I know it was foggy before. What the fuck? That's why it's so foggy. I think it's nighttime. What's that? Oh, just a phantom. Ah. Ah, shit, it ran out. Don't really want to jump on him because that's the ledge. Yeah, I'm not going to do that, bitch. You can fall off if you want to. Think I'm falling for that? If I kill the horse, I think he would be dead. There we go. Bam. Nice. Phantom Slash. Oh. Sounds quite interesting. We teleport or something? I like the teleporty ones. Where is it? Great spears accepted. Usable on pole arms and twin blades. Oh. Why is there an axe? Oh, I guess it's a pole arm. In the picture. Phantom Slash. Skill inspired by the fond remembrances of the Knight's cavalry. Creates an apparition of the Knight's former instructor who guides a joint lunging upward swing. Additionally, put allows for a follow-up attack. So by the way, if I raise my dex high enough, there is also this weapon that we could use. And it scales with strength and dex, and it deals lightning damage, which could be extra powerful. We have to raise it to 40 though, which is a good while off. As I said earlier, we probably need to be at least 130, 35 to have access to most things that we want by changing our build on the Vim. You know? Okay, this is bad. Don't sprint. Ah. So I'm guessing that's why it's like extra cloudy, because it is actually nighttime. Ah. I will die here if I do this. I know myself, I'm too reckless. You know, for now, I'm not so sure about the katanas either. Not the katanas, sorry, the flails. Am I going the right way? I know we killed these scarabs before. Yeah, okay. If we die here, we just respawn here, so I don't really care about my souls. And remember, we almost killed this guy last time. We died one hit away. Ah! He hit me with the back end of it. Again, probably the striking weapon would have an advantage on a gargoyle, because it's, you know, generally made of stone. But I don't know, I really feel like we are doing less damage than we would otherwise if we were using the... What is it? The katanas. Oh, we are doing a lot. What the fuck? What? Oh, because he did the ability. Well, there goes 54k. Probably should have gone and leveled up. Or at least put up a sacrificial twig, but oh well. So I think he's using the same kind of ability that that assassin was using with the red stuff that decreases your HP. No. Wrong. Wrong. Specific to magic? I think we established this before that they are. Hold up. Frost, frost, frost. Oh, it comes down. Yep. You cannot get in contact with the black and red ability. Want to try the Moonblade. It's a big enough target. Mace better. I think the mace is better. Oh, never mind. That ability is strong. Fuck. Probably not the best place to try out different weapons. Right? Dead. Almost. Probably dead. Oh, you can charge it, I think. Fuck you. No. No, I'm dead. Okay, great. I don't know, maybe let's switch back to the katanas. 'Cause before we were doing quite well with them, I think. We almost killed it, right? And then what do you... Yeah, we can do that. This way at least I won't always focus on the stupid ability. I will only focus on this, which is way more powerful. Holy shit. Okay, never mind. Katana is still best. Didn't even realize. Why would you ever not use this? Why is it switching? I'm trying to do the heavy. There we go. No. Fuck. Okay, we got this. We got this. For some reason, I kept switching my stance when I'm charging the Moonveil from the heavy. Was I pressing the wrong charge button? Because remember, I changed my controls to be able to do both of them on the keyboard. I don't know why it kept doing the paired attack. Oh fuck. No. Give me my bubble. You're gonna jump at me? Jump this bitch. Dead. Okay, Moonveil is extremely powerful. Do not forget that. Gargoyles, black blades, and black axe. Is it mended with corpse wax? Bronze great axe wielded by valiant gargoyle mended with blackened corpse wax. Deals holy damage. Such is the mark of those who serve Marika, the black blade. Can't try this. What was the other one? The twin blade. Oh, it also needs fate. So same description. Okay. I like fighting the gargoyles. You can climb this. You should not. Why did that message say mountain ahead? Seems like one of those places that we've seen in Lindell. Kinda wanna explore the sides. For any hidden things, any loot, any dungeons. Up until this point, I did not realize how powerful the Moonblade was. Because I was never really using its ability either. So maybe having a big brain is not that bad after all. Putting more points into int. Because it scales B with int. Need I remind you? Like, look at this. Bam. That guy straight up just dropped dead from full health. I also noticed in the... because I watched back the recording with the boss fight against Morgoth. And I noticed that the Firekeeper lady, Melina... Fire Maiden... or is it a Fire Maiden? Finger Maiden, sorry. That she was using something like a shuttle. Or a curved sword. I always thought that in Souls games only evil people use shuttles. Because it's Lothric? Not Lothric. Lothric? You know that the golden guy? Traitor? He uses those all the time. Okay, time to go up. And get ready for the big reveal. Unless there will be another boss. I don't know if this is worth checking. Oh, it doesn't have a garden part, so never mind. One of those messages is probably, could this be a dog? Oh. Oh, it's the lift. Oh, you could have run. Yeah, good idea. Also, one downside of playing online is that, you know how we see some of the dev messages? I noticed that more and more lately have not been yellow. Like the one that tells us about the secrets, so that's not enough. With the gestures and stuff. The one in Lindell was not colored yellow, so you could easily miss them thinking they are just player-made messages. I think we still need more. Maybe even more. Nope, just enough. So... I do want to get this higher. Back to 40. Let's talk to the lady.
You, please, I can read them. Your fingers, please, your fingers. Turn back. Ahead lies the land of the giant's flame, and the way forth is forbidden. Hear me. The burning of the Earth Tree is the first cardinal sin. Doing so will unbind destined death and slay the world itself. Who would dare put you up to such a task? Most certainly not the fingers.
Shut up, lady. Maybe I will go back to Deep Root. I also have a feeling these ladies may not be all the same. Because in Lindell we saw all the corpses. Oh, cutscene? Will they open their weapons? Oh, they turn. Ah, and it goes up in a cutscene? I guess that's why it can also go down. Because this is the one that goes down. Ah, interesting. Then they lock. Okay. So that's how you use them. Oh. Can barely see the tree. Can we see Farmazula from here? No, it's too snowy. Oh, that's not a bug. The trees are just spiritual. I see. Is there a path over here? No. Oh, I activated. That was an accident. I mean, do we need to watch this? I mean, me as well. See it one more time. Ah, and it's like 3 nights or something. Is it? Kind of. More like an artistic representation of them. It looks similar to their armor. I mean, the human-made armor. Or rather, the human-fit armor. Okay, so this is how you activate them. Got it. All I wanted to do is just read the message, by the way. Huh? No. Where's the shot? Oh shit. Where will we spawn? There was a grace right here, so it doesn't matter. Oh, and there's a map marker right at the beginning of this. Excellent. You can skip it this time. Oh. Oh. Look at that. Clear weather. Wow. We're above the clouds. Spirit deer. Die. But there's our target. Very strange how we only get this snippet. So then the whole, this is probably will be a lot of empty space, and the same over somewhere here. This is the edge, so Parmazula is here, I think. Okay, and this is the top. So probably the whole zone is like vroom, 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 like in a weird shape, and most of it will be inaccessible. I mean, most of it won't be land, that's what I mean. Wait, let me check the underground zone. There are no indication of anything. Maybe here. This could indicate there is another part to this, but that could also be just this part, but maybe here too. Huh? How are you alive? Or is this not him? It's Yura. Or the same armor at least.
Finally, we meet the Tarnished, who would be Lord. Oh my. Why the long face? I fear that you were previously acquainted with this vessel. Well, that is most unfortunate. For he is dead. As for his flesh, he gave it to me. Shabriri, I hope you can make your peace with that.
Shabriri is the crazy.
You were about to sacrifice something precious, the life of a fair maiden, that you would toss into the fiery forge, only so that you may be lord. What a horrible thing to ponder. Your ascendancy requires her sacrifice, whether she wishes it or not. But how would the Lord, crowned so, be looked upon? Chosen, tarnished, and would-be Lord, dare to tread the path of true rigor. Spare the poor girl, and singe your own flesh in her stead. If you are prepared to show resolve, and attain lordship through righteous hardship, then heed the words of I, Shabriri. Chosen, tarnished, and would-be Lord, descend into the depths far below the Erdtree capital. Seek audience with the three fingers and the flame of frenzy. If you inherit the flame of frenzy, your flesh will serve as kindling, and the girl can be spared, setting you on the righteous path of lordship, the path of the Lord of Chaos. Burn the Erdtree to the ground and incinerate all that divides and distinguishes. Ah, may chaos take the world. May chaos take the world.
Holy shit, that escalated quickly.
Chosen, tarnished, descend into seek audience.
Oh, he won't say it anymore?
Burn and incinerate.
Oh, he will. He just does it in two parts?
Chosen, descend into the seek audience.
Yeah.
Burn and incinerate. May chaos.
I don't know, man. This guy is giving me the creeps. So we got another ending then. Peak destruction. Visions of friend. Chaos. You know, he may be trying to trick us. There's that possibility. But on the other hand, he may be right that we have to sacrifice the lady, Melina. Maybe we could use Ronnie too. Who's up in the sky somewhere, apparently. Things are getting weird. A yellowing, oozing eyeball of the infirm. The surface is shriveled and the inside is squishy, not unlike a large, overly ripe grape. Give it to the blind maiden to guide her to the distant light. You think if we guide the other maiden, we could sacrifice her instead of our maiden? And then, you know, just sacrifice the one that we don't really care about and keep the pretty one? What the fuck? Because I think that's the purpose of those. We just don't know where the next spawn point is. He's a weirdo. Also, let me rest to see if he has new dialogue. Okay, so... But I'm not so certain that his quest line... Oh, we can talk to Melina. That his quest line is the same as the Dung Eaters. I don't think so. I think the Dung Eater wants to corrupt our corpse. And nothing to do with chaos. It's all about dung. Let's talk to Melina.
There is something I'd like to say. My purpose was given to me by my mother, but now I act of my own volition. I have set my heart upon the world that I would have, regardless of my mother's designs. I won't allow anyone to speak ill of that, not even you.
Is she referencing the other one? Shabriri? The crazy Shabriri over there?
Chosen, tarnished, and would-be lord, descend into Sigordi.
Alright, Shabriri, see you later, I guess. Well, you don't have eyes, so... Let's meet later. 'Cause that's the thing, he rips out his eyes. And that's why the others rip out their own eyes. And that's why they are called Shabriri grapes. I like the voice. I really like the voice of that voice actor. I'm not sure if it's exactly the same as Yura. But I like it. I have not forgot about going back to the depths either. Oh, it's one of you. You are a regular enemy now. Are you? Cool. Okay. They are quite similar to the enemies of Iritil. The ghostly, slim, frosty NPCs. And I don't mean that just by looks, I mean that more so in their movements. Zamor ruins, right? Because this is Zamor something. Zamor this. Ah. Wrong. No. Hey, hello. Oh. I see. After the combo, he does the frost. Or she. Trick you. Because of the color palette, and I feel like the ruins over here kind of get confused easily if I'm going backwards or forwards. I know there's a compass and all. The house messages and the fort messages, not the Fortnite ones, but the fort messages, feel like it's like kids playing the game. Because you know that was like, I don't know if it common with you, but with us we would always make like forts and pretend that's our house. I guess tree houses are sort of like that, but I'm speaking more about like furniture or even inside. Oh, so indeed these are regular enemies, huh? Oh? No. Oops, sorry, I hit my mic. That was the wrong flask. Maybe they are only natural to this place. I don't know, do we really have to kill these all the time? No, heal. I think I missed my opportunity for a flask. They give 5k. I don't like this. Damn it. I did not want to cast that when I casted that. No! Keep pressing the wrong damn button. Mainly because I'm trying to do the skill and then it does the spell instead. Where is the... Okay. What the fuck? No! Don't lock on. I think I have a new cheese method. Ah, you can't backstab that. No! I have to learn how to manage that ability better. I mean, I guess these enemies are probably strong against frost, given their frost abilities and where we are. You know what I wonder? Will we ever encounter something related to like more gravity stuff? Because we seemingly get the lore on these guys, but not those grav magic worshippers. Huh? Oh, I'm out. I'm dead. What an idiot. I rolled right into it. I panic rolled. The build of these people is quite similar to the Sun Watcher. Noble Gold Mask. That's right. I feel like we can skip this one. Maybe we can also skip these two. We just go around. Yeah, I doubt they would be weak to cold. Holy shit. Through the spells then. Oh, but okay, let's do it like this. Really bad, 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 bad. So bad. I think they are too tall to be backstabbed. I mean, my head is near their ass. There are so many of them. I did that by accident. Samurai Storm. Probably it's that explodey ability they do. Thrust staff into ground to create a freezing tornado. Oh, it's not. A sorcerer of the town of Zamor. Strike the ground with the staff to create a freezing tornado. Charging enhances potency. Cloaked in icy tempests, the knights of Zamor have challenged the fire giants since ancient times. Oh, so there are fire giants here too? Because I was just thinking about what if we raise our fate a bit so that we can equip these. I think we make it to 10 and then I have this. Where is it? And I could equip this. Yeah. Because I want the second magic because the first one is kind of lame. That's cheating. That's literally cheating. I mean, it's the definition of cheating, what you just done there. Why is it when I use that ability, the Horforced Stomp, which is basically the same, it just clips through the ground, below the ground, if you don't use it in certain surfaces. But you guys can abuse it. It travels up for you instead of down, huh? I am getting cocky again. Can't really get close to them physically. Can I? Don't even risk it. Why will you do this on the last enemy? I got scared. Oh, thank you. All this for some butterflies. At least you get a really big refill if you kill them all. Oh! What do we have here? Talisman plus 1 or something? No! Smithing Stone Miner's Bell Bearing. I think those are just regular ones. That's the number 3. So we don't really care about that. We want the somber stuff. It's not that we don't care, we just tend to not use the regular weapons. I guess that's what the main part of this and the spell there. Let's just run around. I better not try and get in there. Okay, no, don't wanna fight, thank you. I had enough. I do not see the scarab. I see something flying on the ledge up there. Maybe they are hawks. Bird ahead. Okay, let's go back to our fire. Let's level. Let's level Fate by 1. Probably not the best idea, but who cares? We can always change it. Well, I think this is where we will leave this episode because I again don't know how big the part before the turtle was. So yeah, I see you guys next time, and I don't know if we will continue this way. I may go back to the depth and finish that, and also I'm thinking about if we are not going to do the volcano, we could explore this place better, because I don't think we finished everything here either. But this kind of connects to the volcano too, that's why I don't really want to do it. But this zone, this shaded castle, we could do. Because I deliberately skipped that in case some NPC would send us over there. But one thing I really want to do soon too is to just do this. Do the invasion. And then after that we can do the volcano. Alright. Well, see you there. Bye.